I say Kingdom Community Center, what comes to mind?
First thing that comes to mind is a place where kids can come and have peace and have interactions with people they can trust.
The vision of the Kingdom Center is really to get the gospel to more kids.
But I ran across a quote by Frederick Douglass that said it's easier to build strong men than repair older men. This is where we need to be. This is what I need to be doing, and to focus on building young people.
We want to bring as many people to Christ in as Christ-like condition as possible and bring them to heaven and know that, we're all going to meet our Maker someday. And the fact that we're opening the door and bringing those kids in and giving them hope. I think just to be a beacon of light in a dark, really dark world, that everybody in the city knows who we are. And they're sending their kids here and they're volunteering here and they're being part of it because we are such a light and people can feel the Holy Spirit when they walk through the doors.
So for me, I'm here Wednesday nights, and so we do Wednesday night dinner in group. I come in, we've usually got anywhere from 5 to 15 kids, and we start out playing basketball in the rec room here. A lot of times we get caught in a foosball game or a ping pong battle. Usually Julia's got a pretty decent meal cooked up, or David's got one cooked up, and we eat kind of together communally as we get as many people around the table as will absolutely fit. Kind of have what would be a family dinner where we get to know what's going on in your day, what's happening in your life.
Most of these groups that are coming in, their primary reason for coming here is to get a hot meal.
Then we move from that right into group, and group is kind of the time where the loud kids are getting quiet, they're starting to pay attention, they're getting exposure to the gospel with a community of believers.
And from there, just try to interact with them, love on them, listen to them, appreciate them, and learn from them, because there's more than just what I can give to them. There's a lot that I can learn from them as well.
A typical Friday volunteering at Kingdom would be showing up around 2 and working with some of the kids to make dinner. We make that, eat that, clean it up, and then we'll sit down in smaller groups and discuss like the theme of the month and some verses and some practical discipleship for them.
Here at the center, we're always listening, taking notes, and actually we provided surveys at various times to really make sure that we continue to be on task, trying to address the right needs. And so I feel like we've done a great job of keeping a pulse on our community and not only the needs of our youth, but also their families. And then an opportunity for us to build relationships, which turn into working through life skill discussions and presentations, as well as work skills, all in a faith foundation.
At first, when they were coming here, a lot of them would not tell their friends. They wanted this to be their secret place, so they would only share with their close inner circle, and that would even include some of them. Most of them wouldn't even invite their siblings or tell them about it. But I think the overall benefit is getting them closer to Jesus, leading by example, showing them what that actually looks like instead of preaching it and talking about it, and accepting them for who they are when they walk in our door.
Sometimes it's continually building the relationship to show that you care, and you're not just there to be a disciplinarian, because some of them feel like they have enough disciplinarians in their life and they just don't want to listen to you. But the more and more you try to understand where they're coming from, it helps break down some walls and build those relationships.
Just like the warm, good feeling I get as soon as I walk into the door. Everyone's always happy to see me. There's always smiles and laughter. It gives such a homey vibe.
The times I've shared with Bart, whether it was one-on-one, if I just needed a person to talk to, I think just like having a good role model is always good in a person's life, and I look up to Bart because he's such a good dude. Deep conversations with him are definitely the best times I've had.
As soon as I walk in the door, it was David and Bart downstairs. They was like sitting at this table exactly, and they were just like really welcoming. They was smiling, like greeting people a lot, trying to make you comfortable and stuff, like being around them and stuff like that.
I don't think if I wasn't coming to the Kingdom Center, if my faith would have even still be here today. David was a huge part, him being the executive producer and just taking me under his wing, just coming here on weekly and and having those one-on-ones with him, it for sure increased my faith.
But I think the future goal is to just be something that's consistent. Obviously, it's in a faith environment, but the consistency is where these kids are missing out. There's no consistency in their school, in their family life, in any area of their life. It's kind of crisis to crisis, and just a simple thing like offering a consistent place for them to come and to be accepted is what we need to continue to be.